Welcome to the second video on architecture and quarantine. And today we'll talk about extreme scenarios of isolation that are not necessarily always linked to diseases or virus or vector linked diseases on Earth. One of the most perhaps intriguing ones is when humankind started to explore territories beyond our surface. So already in the 1960s, aiming towards the Apollo mission towards the moon, a new type of danger was considered. What if we start to bring diseases from space back to Earth? What's interesting is that NASA then created what's called a Planetary Protection Officer, literally an individual and an institution that had a series of systems of controlling that we did not contaminate space, and in return, we did not bring contaminants back down to us. Curiously enough, when the Apollo astronauts returned from the moon, they were instantly placed in hazmat suits when they left a capsule that landed in the ocean, carried directly from a helicopter into a receiving capsule, which was a Airstream trailer, rehabilitated as an isolation unit. From there, they were then shipped to a facility that was specifically designed for receiving not only the astronauts, but also all moon samples of the time, the Lunar Receiving Laboratory. It's interesting how in that laboratory, architecture played a key role of how to contain not only specimens, rocks, but also individuals through a quarantine, and how they could start to be engaging in the series of locks and the procedures that allowed for that contact and the study of specimens to be carried out safely. This, in essence, led to the biosafety levels that we use today in improvised laboratories on field, but also in research laboratories that study the most dangerous of virus and contagions. And the levels 1 to 4 exemplify in a way different types of procedures and physical structures that are necessary to be able to contain those viruses. Interestingly enough, they also manifest themselves in improvised situations that sometimes we create out in the field. Different booths, different suits, ways that we change our clothes. And again, architecture mediates those elements and curates those elements. It will be interesting to reflect how we will then understand airports in the future, where mass transport of individuals coming from different conditions and different territories intertwine. Will we have disinfectant booths like we have in those laboratories? Will we have distancing procedures as new ways of traveling? Will we have to have masks when we are in airplanes themselves? We'll see.